And over here, she would report to you that the only thing we have from financial standpoint.
You're on, girlfriend.
Well, I've only got one number to share tonight. And unfortunately, it's not the best one. We received our numbers today for our car rental tax that was for February. And it's, I don't know, kind of odd. Granted, it's a beautiful number. It's $1,003,540. But it's 6% less than last year for February. So it's kind of odd how that's falling, and it's kind of odd, we're looking back in history, it's every other year, we've gotten a good amount during February. Of course, this February we had some ice, but 2 years ago, February, we also had some ice, but it was Super Bowl, so it goes back and forth. So just anyway, while it is down 6% from last year for the same month, we are still up 3% for the year because of some of our other good months. And obviously, I'm hoping that this month will be a good month with the Final Four and the NASCAR and everything. So,
But there was also a lot of disruption in other parts of the country, too, so people couldn't get from to here from there. And a lot of flights were canceled. Also, this study.
Chicago was really bad. We had several visits from our corporate office that couldn't really disappointed us.
So we'll be watching that closely. That's all we have. All right, you can tell that tomorrow.
I'm sorry. Yes, we do, 10 a.m. We find out at 10 a.m. But it is.
All right, we can look at our agenda here. Invitation pledge from Ms. Allen Bell. And George Graham will not be able to be here tonight. But Michael Hanks will be. Yes, sir. Good evening, and still think Harrison will be. Right, and then there will probably be standing room only tonight for people waiting to hear the quarterly public report. Always very, very conflict.
Do we have a proclamation?
I'm gonna sell tickets next time. Bring hot drinks.
On that, I think Al will mention this large water leak that I communicated with a lot last week, but I just want to commend Al folks and the fire department. They work very, very well. They may have told you this, I'm not sure. Never cease to be amazed at residents. My house didn't have any fussing up there. One of the ladies across the street was directly affected both by the noise, equipment blocking the street, and the water brought like 100 chicken wings.
Of Water Creek. They enjoy it.
That's just kind of give you.
The man across the street said he's retired. He says, I really thoroughly enjoy watching it.
I see you wasn't
Well,
responsible.
that was kind of funny. I was up there several times. Was he right at the seat?
Yeah.
Because he was out there just nearly every time, and then he had a buddy.
Yeah.
And they'd pull out the chairs.
Cheers and sit out there and drink your tea or whatever and just we're enjoying themselves.
It's true.
Like I said, it's exciting what we do.
Most people have no earthly idea what is under those streets until they open it up to that extent. Huge, huge hole. That big round.
You're stealing my briefing tonight.
Well, I was talking about.
Oh, I know. You're stealing all my thunder.
I was really proud of it.
McKinney, they don't have any water.
I thought the communication was great. The text messages, the emails, the taking things to people's doors.
You know, you don't realize how quick things move, all those little areas too. I got a call from Mr. Spinner, just a few minutes after the communication went out, and he was putting it on the next door thing, and he said the
It's not on
The
the website.
website's not updated. It's like in like 2 minutes. Poor Betsy had to leave to go pick up the kids at daycare or something. But that's how fast things, the communication is these days.
And I have the wonderful job of printing those door hangers and trying to figure that out.
You and Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
That was a very unusual situation, but that large water line was right. They really did a good job. What Hal did not tell you is recording that is the kind of example of the commitment to have and also the technology is that the welders welded this pipe and Hal and Connor done verified that they had welded it properly. Pipe or something, and looked up under the big old pipe and was able to bring evidence out to Hal, pictures on his phone that they had not welded it properly.
Twice.
So,
Twice.
and this is like 10 o'clock at night. Hal's out there, but I mean, that's why I want to brag on him, to make sure that what we paid for is, you got to be able to get these changes. But we got what we paid for. It's not going to let them, it's not going to leave for a long time. So, appreciate that. You don't know Andy Connor. That's, Andy is a heck of a guy in the water department. Perfect, but they're good. And the fire department, do something that they can never do. Like I said, been trained to raft water, but they were afraid to get that fire towed to stop running, and so the fire department crashed in water. Yep, hours and hours and hours. Yes, sir. I appreciate what they did. It was a good, really good example of so yes, people that we have. So, were you going to back yourself up to that extent?
Absolutely.
But also just good to think about, I mean, that opening up the rec center, keeping it open later and opening it earlier for people that needed to take showers.
I don't think anybody did.
Now, they told me 2. When I was at the gym, they told me 2 people came. They said somebody came at 3:30 in the afternoon, somebody came at 10 o'clock at night is what they told me.
Yeah, I was told none, but
That might
Well, maybe it's like,
Okay, item number 3 on our agenda is consider authorizing the purchase of 80 golf carts. That is, everybody, it is, these big club cars. If you notice on the council communication there is a agreed upon buyback, which is substantial for the Yamaha. So the net purchase there is not only great, like money, but not compared to the price. And that comes with the GPS system. What's the name of that?
message.
Message. Yep. The message system. Told that if you go where you're not supposed to go, they can just turn you off, stop you.
That is correct.
Moral of the story is don't go where you shouldn't go. I wish I'd had that one before. May not have gone far. All right, Adam, any questions on
Well, before we leave there, I want to commend Loretta and Linda on that buyback and everything they did. That, I mean, that's almost a coup. I mean, we basically got 2 sets of golf carts for less than a set of 1. So, good job.
Linda and her staff did a good job negotiating that with Yamaha last year.
Yeah,
And
good
it was a
job.
really good price. We were shocked to see.
I was shocked how much money we got back. I mean, I'm impressed.
All right, item number 4 is plan development. And Mr. Thor and Mr. Collins will explain to you what the details of it are.
We are at the northeast corner of Pipeline and South Main Street. In January, y'all had approved a 25-lot subdivision. You might recall in that PD it included enhanced architectural design features for the homes and a masonry screening wall and other such things that would really create a nice quality subdivision. After that approval in January, as is typical, The developer will then work with the private utility, and based on the civil engineering that they've done and the lot configuration, they will establish a utility design. Well, during that meeting with Atmos would tell the developer that they have plans in the future, and this is really going to be part of a much broader discussion that we'll have with the council with Atmos. That Atmos will plan to install a new 16-inch high-pressure gas line, basically between 360 clear to 820. So it's going to impact a lot of properties in our communities, obviously, and in other communities. And again, that'll be part of a broader discussion with Atmos to understand the conditions under which that replacement will occur and what its impacts are going to be. Well, the impact directly to this particular project is that on the southern end of the 40-foot Atmos easement that they've got, immediately adjacent to Pipeline Road is where the masonry screening wall was going to go in the entryway. Well, with Atmos saying that we're going to be installing this new 16-inch line, we need to put that in the northern portion, and guess what? You can't put your masonry screening wall across our easement, okay? So in negotiations with Atmos and understanding specifically the location of the gas line itself, where the masonry screening wall would go, where the underground storm sewer needed to be installed, they are actually going to permit an 8-foot encroachment within that 40-foot easement, rather than just no encroachment whatsoever. Well, that really still didn't get the developer where he needed to be from a lot configuration. So, as depicted on the exhibit, you will see the northern lots that are shaded in the yellow. Those lots were reduced by 5 foot in width. So we were able to take that 5 foot and increase the width of the 4 lots that are immediately adjacent to the Atmos easement. And by doing so, we'll create 4 approximately 5,300 square foot lots, and all the remaining lots will be north of 6,000 square feet. So because of the movement of that masonry screening wall, obviously because of the lot configuration, reconfigurations of those 4 lots abutting the Atmos easement, we absolutely had to come before P&Z and y'all to consider a PD. No other amendments with respect to the architectural design standards. No changes are made to the size of the homes. You might recall that they allowed a minimum of 1,800, but the average has to be 2,300 square feet. So they can offer a couple of single-story, perhaps smaller homes, but at the end of the day, on those 25, the average will have to exceed that 2,300 square feet.
Question.
Mr. Collins, on the gas line, is that going to be open trench or is that going to be low ground when they install that new gas line?
Well, in that area, we were given a description of that. It should be trenched, open trench. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, you've got the church to the east, you've got the drive, and then they'll have to bore on the east side to get beneath Main Street. But that's part of a larger discussion, again, that we need to have with them to understand how they're going to impact the installation throughout our community.
Is there easement?
Ma'am?
Long distance all the way.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It was interesting. I don't know if we mentioned before, the blanket easement that Atmos is working under was created back in 1917, 1909, something that time frame. So it's been utilized as a gas pipeline area for many, many years.
Go down Pipeline Road, it was finally done 10 years ago.
Yes, ma'am.
We begged them at that time to do something. Everybody that talks
I remembered that last week, but I forgot. Is the easement all in use?
Yes, sir. Specific to this area, yes. They've got a 40-foot blanket easement, yes, on the north side of their pipeline.
The existing pipeline will stay as well.
Exactly.
So that's not going to impact any of those funds, though, correct?
No, it shouldn't.
Okay.
Ma'am?
Someone goes in here tonight.
Yes, ma'am. Jim Dew is their engineer, and Mike Rivera is going to be here. Lar, excuse me. Thank you.
One last question, would you, end up having to pay for road redesign, replat, or getting it replatted?
They were at a stage where they had done all the preliminary engineering and design associated with utilities for them to prepare the preliminary plat. So they haven't moved to the final plat. So if the developer will incur that expense.
So at most, because it is a, still got these, and they have no dog way of reimbursement.
That would be correct.
One of the things, we're not crazy about those street names. We're trying to get them.
Absolutely. That will be done through the planning process.
All right, item number 5 then is temporary use permit 1402CC for Jackson Construction for portable batch plant. This is related to the K-9 home builders out there to their roads. And if you add that now or
We'll just have 2 match plants out there.
I thought we had to do one before.
You did.
Okay,
One for the road,
right.
and then this will be for the residential area. 2 different contractors. They don't share very well.
Obviously.
I asked them, and they wouldn't.
Okay, then, item number 6 is SUP 1402 automotive repair.
The area that is the subject property is on the south end of where Fuzzy's is to the north. We've depicted with the arrow the business location specifically, Mayor. We may not have done as good a job of describing the suite in the past, but we're trying to do a better job of giving you the specific location. This fellow used to work at a BMW dealership, and he's decided that he wanted to start his own business, and he is going to be leasing this space as a one-person garage specializing in BMW repair, and there's some very specific language regarding his particular technical specialty with a lot of electrical wiring, etc. But as is common with all of the automotive service SUPs that are brought before you, all of the activity will be internal to the building. No outdoor repairs, no outdoor storage, etc. I think you're going to be very, very impressed when you talk with him about his commitment to this small business he's trying to create.
What's the square footage of that warehouse?
I don't remember. I'll have that before the regular meeting starts.
Other questions? All right, item number 7 is ordinance 2028.